Today I'm going to be making a bow that looks like this. So things that you're going to need: scissors, hot glue gun. I recommend using a hot glue gun opposed to using fabric glue, because fabric glue, I've learned, takes way longer, and hot glue gun is really quick and you can make your bows a lot faster. A piece of string, like thin string, or a twisty tie, like from off like your bread or whatever, like one of those would do. I use these. It doesn't really matter, whichever one you have. Hair tie and your ribbons. Now you can use any size ribbon that you want. I like this ribbon is about 1.5 inches, and then the blue and white is 1/2 inch. But you can also use a thicker ribbon. I have this thicker ribbon that's pretty thick. That's like about 2 inches. A lot of people use them, but I like to stick with the thinner ribbon. Okay. So what you're going to need to do is cut your ribbon. This is about like 30 inches. You know, get like a better view. And then cut all the other ribbon the same length. So what you're going to want to do is, after you cut everything, is get your hot glue gun and maybe get an extra stick of glue just in case you need it. And you're going to want to start, I like to start to my right, and you're going to want to make a thin line. A thin line. And you're going to want to glue it pretty quick, or it'll dry. And I found that doing like smaller like spurts of glue is a lot easier, so you can work with it better, and so the glue won't dry. And then so you won't get like a bumpy bow. You'll get like a nice smooth bow. And so I'm gonna do that all the way down. And just be careful, because you know obviously the bow's hot. You don't want to burn yourself. But if we do, it's like not a big deal, because I burn myself a lot and it doesn't hurt that bad. Right now it's over $85 million. So get rolling. Get your Powerball ticket from the New Jersey Lottery and live your dreams. And you just want to make sure that you like pat your ribbon down and don't just lay it down, because sometimes it won't stick. And then you'll get like holes when you start to build your ribbon.
I have to bake a cake.
What kind of cake?
Ooh, cake. I want to go to Kuwait. Hey, boss, got your message. Tell Alicia to check your prostate.
The biggest night on TV is getting bigger. Raw is now 3 hours every Monday at 8, starting July 23rd on USA. Characters welcome.
Do any of you know where the arena is? I know a nice facility outside Philly. Went to undergrad with one of the directors.
Okay, so once you have your first 2 glued together, I'm gonna add another stick in because I'm running a little low. You're gonna take your blue, the thinner strip, and you're gonna place it in the middle. So you're gonna place it right in the middle so you can see the white and you can still see the red. And place it right there and kind of line it up and get a feel if you want it more in the red, if you want it more in the white, you know, like pick your preference. I like it more like just in the middle. Okay, sometimes it gets sticky. So after I lined it up, I'm going to do the same thing and do small spurts of glue and glue it down.
It won't work. You want it to work this time.
Do we?
House. It's your only option. What do I do to plan the option won't work? You don't give up. It's either that or electroshock every 6 hours. Now listen. What if we put in a heart-lung machine?
She's septic. We don't need a heart-lung machine. We need a blood vessel holder together.
And if you're worrying about like or wondering about the prices of the materials, scissors, you can get scissors for like $2-3. This ribbon was $2.99. I got it at AC Moore. And this hot glue gun was $2.99 also, and I got it at AC Moore. So I mean, it's not too bad. And the thin ribbon was $2.99 also, I believe.
It's late and I'm tired. Can we get to the talking part of this conversation?
I quit.
Great. My nanny is off the clock at 7:30, so you're a week off? Bigger desk? Tighter nurse's uniforms? Or whatever other stupid thing you're about to
Okay, so now you should have
until
your 3 pieces of fabric all glued together like this. And now we're good to start making the bow. So what you're going to want to do is maybe wait a couple seconds to let it like cool down a little bit. And smooth mine out. I'm going to pick it up like this. You're going to fold it in.
What about everything else?
Sorry. To make breast cancer bow. Like a breast cancer sign. Like that. What I like to do is I like to hold it, take this part,
these people know what they're doing.
this part,
People don't know me.
and bring it back
You do.
She's not your
like
keeper.
this.
She has no responsibility for
So what I did was I took this part and I brought it back in like this.
Need you.
And then you can kind of see that the bow is like starting to form. And if you didn't want the red on top and you wanted the white on top, all you'd have to do is make the white face you. And then do the same thing, make the breast cancer symbol. And then bring it back in so that the white is on top. I like the red on top, so I'm going to switch it back up really quick. Okay, so after you brought the big part in, you're going to kind of want to form the bow. I like to kind of like poof mine up a little bit. And you can make the bow really... You can make it really big, or you can make it not so big. So I think that's a good size. And don't worry about the lengths not being the same, because we'll cut them. We'll fix that later. So after that, you want to go to the bottom right here. There's like a little triangle. You want to grab that and push it inwards. I want to do the same thing with the top. You want to grab that and push it inwards, like that. So you can start seeing the bow, everything. And you want to make sure that your ears are the same, or close to the same. So if you want to pull them out a little bit, kind of mess around with them. Now what I do is I lay my bow flat on top of my little string. So I put the string down, and then I lay it upside down. This is the front, this is the back. So I put the back facing up, and then I wrap the string around my bow. So it's like this, like around your bow. And then what I'm going to do is grab it and tie it into a knot. So I'll do that really quick. So after you've done that, you can look at your bow and really you can really fix it how you want it. So if you really want to poof up that red to make it more round, you know, if you want to pull it out a little bit more, or however. I like it like this personally, so I'm going to keep it. Then you're going to need a thinner piece. I like to use this thin black. It's a 1/2 inch to use as my middle piece. But if you don't have this or you don't want to use it, you can always use the thinner your inch ribbon, or you can use one of the thicker ribbons. And if you're going to use one of the thicker ribbons, what I like to do, like I have this little piece right here, what I like to do is just fold it. Just fold it so it's like thinner going around, so you won't have like, here look, I'll show you, like, so you won't have like this like thick piece of fabric out like in the middle of your bow. So what I like to do if you're going to use the 1.5 inch piece of fabric is I like to fold it. So it looks more like this, like smaller than its original size. Or if you want to use the inch, this is what that would look like. And look like that. That doesn't look bad sometimes, but I think that I'm going to use the black, which is a 1/2 inch, because I like mine to be really thin. So what you want to do, I usually have my middle part about almost 3 inches, so like that long. So not quite at the 3, but almost at the 3. And take your scissors and cut it. Sorry guys, I'm a little sick, so I keep sniffling. Now before you wrap your thinner ribbon, so it should look like this.